listening to China Plus Radio, connecting you with China and the world.
Now the news, I'm Wen Jie. Approved by Chairman of the Central Military Commission Xi Jinping, 1,400 medical staff from the armed forces are tasked with treating patients in Huoxinshan Hospital in Wuhan starting from Monday. The makeshift hospital, with a capacity of 1,000 beds, is dedicated to treating patients infected with the novel coronavirus. Meanwhile, a joint expert group of 15 people has been set up to guide the hospital's epidemic prevention and control on the spot. Among the military medical staff, many participated in the fight against SARS in Shaotangshan Hospital in Beijing or in the anti-Ebola mission in Sierra Leone and Liberia, and have rich experience in treating infectious diseases. Foreign Minister Wang Yi says China stands ready to boost international cooperation against the novel coronavirus epidemic. He made the remarks in a phone conversation with German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas. Maas says the open, transparent, and cooperative attitude the Chinese government has adopted are admirable. He says the German side has provided China with urgently needed medical supplies and stands ready to offer more assistance in line with China's needs. Wang thanked Germany for the help and briefed Maas about the latest progress in China's prevention and containment efforts. China has detected at least 13,380 coronavirus cases in the mainland, with another 31 cases in Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. At least 136 have been reported abroad. The death toll from the respiratory illness has risen to 304. 328 people have been cured and discharged from hospital. Meanwhile, the Chinese Lunar New Year holiday has been formally extended to February 13th in Hubei province in the wake of the novel coronavirus outbreak, which originated in the province's capital city of Wuhan. Hubei provincial government says the extension also applies to people who are from other Chinese provinces but stayed in Hubei during the holiday. Shanghai will launch body temperature checks at 9 pilot subway stations starting from Monday, the first working day after the extended Spring Festival holiday. Authorities will set up 23 body temperature checkpoints at the entrances of the pilot stations, which connect the city's major transport hubs. Precautionary measures such as disinfection, quarantine, and sanitation have been taken by the company to battle against the novel coronavirus epidemic. China's Ministry of Finance says imported supplies used for the novel coronavirus prevention and control are exempted from tariffs between January 1st and the end of March. The exemption also applies to foreign donations and products originating from the United States, which have been subject to extra tariffs during China-U.S. trade frictions. Health Minister Patty Haydu has said Canada is not ready to declare a national emergency over the coronavirus outbreak. She says the current evidence doesn't justify such a declaration or restrictions on the movement of foreign nationals into the country like the ones the United States imposed on Friday. In an interview with CBC, the minister says the Canadian government is following closely the recommendations of the World Health Organization. Palestine is severing all ties, including security relations with the U.S. and Israel, after President Donald Trump unveiled the Israeli-Palestinian peace plan. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas says the U.S. is no longer a friendly country for Palestine. Abbas also says he has refused to discuss with Trump his plan by phone or to receive even a copy of it to study. Trump's proposal allows Israel to annex all its West Bank settlements, which the Palestinians and most of the international community view as illegal, as well as the Jordan Valley. 4 U.S. senators running for president have paused their impeachment trial duties to dash to Iowa, joining top rivals for a final weekend of campaigning before the state's all-important vote launches the Democratic Party's nomination contest. After a Senate vote Friday paved the way for President Donald Trump's acquittal of charges of abuse of power and obstruction of justice, the impeachment trial has been put on hold, allowing all candidates to enjoy a breathless final 72 hours of campaigning before the Iowa caucuses. That's the news. I'm Wen Jie.